Um, we kind of mutually picked this recipe because we've been trying to pick things that you can get from the food pantry,
Yep.
like things that, and all the food pantries in our area have an overabundance of just every kind of legumes, lentils, garbanzo beans, pinto
Yep.
beans, both dry and in the can.
Yep.
So someone shared this with me, and it's Marry Me chickpeas, which is a offshoot of Marry Me chicken. Apparently, people have gotten married just because of this recipe. So, of course, neither of us are going to get married because we're going to change the recipe slightly for how we like.
Yeah. Or based on what's in our pantry and not
Oh, yeah,
out
that's
in
true.
the
What's in our
grocery
pantry and
store.
available. Um,
Yeah.
so, I mean, for example, it asks for, let's see, it asks
Do you want to
for,
go over, or do you want to go over what your substitutions are? And then I'll go
okay.
over what my substitutions are.
Yeah, so in the actual recipe, it said, olive oil, garlic, sun-dried tomatoes, oregano, chili pepper flakes, salt, black pepper, 2 cans of chickpeas, drained and rinsed. I save the liquid whenever I drain it. Vegetable broth, tomato paste, vegan cream, 2 cups of baby spinach, and then 4 or 5 fresh basil leaves. Now, since I one time I went to the store and bought fresh basil leaves, and they're ridiculously expensive because I always had a little garden. So this year, this recipe, I won't have that. The main substitute I'm doing is it said for vegan cream, but the main advantage of chickpeas is how creamy they are if you throw them in a blender. You mash them. So like
Oh,
when I dump the water out of this can, I'm gonna save it and then I'm gonna mash it with a little bit of beans and try to make like a cream sauce. That's
okay,
gonna be.
that's pretty cool.
And then in the pantry, they didn't have tomato paste, but they just had like vegetable condensed tomato soup.
Okay,
So I won't
that's
be putting
smart.
the 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. I'll be putting a little bit of tomato soup.
Okay, so was that all of your substitutions?
I think so. We'll see as we go along.
Okay,
The
so
main ones.
mine, it called for sun-dried tomatoes. I don't have any, but I do have a can of this kind of tomato. So I know the
Oh, yep.
flavor, yeah, the flavor profile is going to be different, but a tomato is a tomato.
So I got
Um,
into the habit of keeping a can of those tomatoes and a can of
uh-huh.
sun-dried tomatoes or jar and what was it? Anchovies and what are the little, let me see, what are they called? I just forgot. Capers.
Yeah.
Because pasta puttanesca, you just keep these 4 things, they keep forever, and you can bring like the most amazing pasta um as long as people can eat well anchovies.
Yeah. And then I don't have vegetable broth, but I do have a couple of ramen packet flavor seasonings. So I think this is the bouillon that I'll use.
Well,
Um,
I have tomato vegetable soup, so that was my vegetable broth and
yeah,
my tomatoes in one.
I don't have tomato paste, but I do have ketchup.
Oh yeah.
I also only had a little bit of this frozen spinach. And then
Oh
I
yeah.
also want to throw in a can of the collard greens
I was
that
considering doing the can, but I actually was able to at the farmer's market get fresh collard greens. So that'll be my.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like spinach very much in that if you put it in anything liquid, it just kind of disappears. So I
Yeah.
don't mind it like in a salad, but I don't like adding it to cook stuff because it just completely and totally like, and 10% of it seems to be there afterwards.
Yeah.
So, um,
All
all right.
right, let's get started.
I like your substitute, especially I didn't even think of the little ramen packet because
Oh,
whenever I
yeah.
cook ramen, I don't usually use the packet because I
Yeah.
always want like my own flavors. Like,
Yeah. I
um,
saved the packets because, okay, there was this like ramen mac and cheese recipe that I tried. And so I didn't use the packets and I just had them sitting here. So,
yeah. So, and this will be a lot easier because we're just using, well, canned beans.
yep.
Um, the reason why I bought that non-brand pressure cooker is to cook beans because beans are like the absolute cheapest um, versatile protein. And if you've got a good pressure cooker, they'll cook them in under an hour. So,
Oh, yeah.
yep. So, all right.
Nice.
Did I do? Yeah, I'm going to do the fresh greens, but I was going to say just do the. I always keep canned greens as well, so I don't have to worry about getting my. But I've had the luck of locally, the farmers have started growing stuff in the winter as well. So now I did notice, I mean, we just have garlic in here. There is no onions. I have a hard time cooking without onions. So
Are
we'll
you
see.
gonna throw in onion?
I'm, I'll probably not just to, because I've got these really good big elephant garlics that are really easy to chop. So you can get quite a bit of garlic in it. So,
Yeah, I have a can of the minced garlic on hand, so I'm just gonna
um,
use that.
garlic, you've got garlic?
Yeah,
Just like,
yeah.
um, I will use garlic for cook stuff, but I've reached the point where I won't use it for anything but cooked. I don't know.
Well, this is going to be cooked,
Right, yes.
but it's just kind of like I have a lot going on in my personal life, and I'm okay with taking shortcuts in the kitchen. I feel that I don't always have to have a fresh clove of garlic if the recipe calls for garlic.
Oh yeah. I it's so funny, like we're saying our lives are so full, yet we have a lot of, you know, stuff in our kitchen, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
And you'll notice I don't do measurements. Like the recipe says 5 cloves of garlic minced. Like, okay, what is that? I'm just gonna use my heart.
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
just
like
gonna,
this is a clove of elephant garlic. I mean, it's
yeah,
I mean, if you know how big, that's the top of a can, so
yeah.
it doesn't compare to my hand because I got big ass hands.
I love garlic.
But um, but yeah, the main advantage of chickpeas is just how creamy it can make stuff. So I was just like, ooh, the chance to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm obsessed
But
with chickpeas.
and I've been using a lot of this sun-dried tomatoes in my just anytime I cook, I have any type of like salad or salad-ish stuff.
Where did you get the sun-dried tomatoes and the
Uh,
capers?
well, this one says California, but I don't honestly remember.
No, like did you purchase them or did you get them from
Yeah,
a pantry?
no, I definitely purchased them, but I don't remember where. But yeah, I mean, these ones are ridiculous because they're actually like julienned already.
Oh, nice.
Because that was one of the things if you're doing a recipe that you pull them out, it's kind of because they're all oily, it's kind of hard to chop them up. All right, before I start doing everything, I probably should look at the recipe.
Oh yeah, and instead of chili flakes, I'm doing paprika because I'm a baby and cannot handle spice of any
Oh, it looks
kind.
like you're already cooking. What are we doing in order here?
Oh yeah, I started with the garlic and the oil. I heated up my pan.
All right. So I was talking so much opening cans, I got behind already.
Sorry, I got
But
ahead. I'm too fast. Too fast, too
yeah,
furious.
we have to remember we're trying to teach people too at the same time, right? All right. So basically, okay, sauteing the garlic and have you ever done it where you put like you put garlic right at the beginning and that imparts flavor into the oil, but then you put some fresh garlic right at the end and that like just a little garlic
I
surprise.
haven't I haven't done that, and that sounds divine.
It's like because fried garlic is well well roasted
Have you
garlic
ever
and then
tried a pizza with pineapple and roasted garlic? It's literally so amazing.
that makes me think of I had a roasted garlic jam. It was like when I first saw it, it made me think of fig jam with the texture,
Oh, I like fig jam.
but it was all right.
That sounds
So
good.
we are starting the garlic and then putting all the herbs. Basically, well, I guess we're infusing the all the flavors into the oil
Yeah.
first. So what was so what do we have? Sun-dried tomatoes, oregano, pepper, red pepper flakes, and ground pepper. Oh, and and then I don't put salt because I'm trying not to eat any salt, which is hard.
So I put all my seasonings in this little ramekin. Um, I personally try not to directly pour the seasoning over the hot pan because what happens is the steam comes up and it traps moisture into your jar. And that's when your jar gets kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen like clumps, especially in the onion and the garlic powder. Like if you get clumpy powder, it's
Yeah,
because you've got moisture in there. So if
I've
you put
actually
it,
screwed up so much that the holes got clogged.
oh,
Like
that's so funny.
the on the small
Um,
one.
yeah, I also save these silica packets that come in like beef jerky, and I put it into the jars, and that helps keep the shelf life up.
Yeah, we always put what was it, rice in the salt because it would get so clumpy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I need to turn
So
down my garlic here.
my my garlic is going, and now I'm going to put in my can of tomatoes and seasonings.
Oops.
Now, keep in mind the tomatoes that I use are supposed to be a sun-dried tomato, but I used a can of Rotel with tomatoes and peppers.
Well, that could be your broth too.
Yep. Well, I'm just gonna put the seasoning in there, and use all the liquids that's coming out of this. So I'm not going to add any water. I'm just going to put everything in how it comes.
And yeah, I would taste it before you put your little ramen packet because you might have enough spice already
Yeah,
with the Rotel liquid.
yeah.
All right, let's see. I feel like, did I put all the spice? I feel like I might have left one spice off. Let's see.
What
Sun-dried
did you put?
tomatoes,
Yep,
oregano, red pepper flakes, salt. Oh, yeah, I didn't put salt. That's why.
yeah.
But then it says drain the water. Yeah,
You don't have to.
not the pan, the can.
Yep.
So I'm going to keep that water because I'm going to use that to try to make a little bit of, I'll put like a quarter can in there, maybe.
Yeah. Are you adding them right now? Mm.
I would say the main reason to drain your can is if you want to reduce your salt content, because most of these canned foods are so high in salt.
Yeah.
But
All right.
these
I'm
ones
gonna
might be
add.
too hard to squish like this. I might actually have to run them through the blender.
Yep.
Yep, I'm gonna have to run them through the blender.
I'm adding the chickpeas.
They have really good texture. All right, I'll be right back.
I'll
Blender.
be here. I'm adding the chickpeas and my bouillon. So I'm using a chicken flavor and a beef flavor because that's what I had available in my kitchen. So it says add chickpeas, broth, tomato paste. That's actually my ketchup.
There you go. If you can see it, look at that. That was a quarter can of chickpeas blended with the 2 cans of liquid. Look how creamy that is.
Nice.
Looks like. All right.
Ketchup. Cream and spinach. I'm actually really surprised at how easy this recipe is, but also that we're adding the cream now and not later. I don't know.
I mean, basically, you said put all the dried ingredients in and then put all the wet ingredients.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you can top it with chopped basil and parmesan.
Yep.
And then it says, scoop up every bite with crusty bread or serve it over rice, pasta,
Uh,
or baked sweet potatoes. Ooh, baked sweet potatoes.
yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna do
I
rice,
forgot the
I think.
greens.
Uh-oh. That's the most important part.
I don't know about that.
How are you
I would
gonna
say,
get your vitamins?
I mean, it's called Marry Me Chickpeas, so chickpeas are the most important part. But
Yeah, you have a valid, very valid point.
let's
Wow, I was so mistaken.
see here. All right. And then what? Oh, and then that cream, the cream. What did it say? How much? Oh, a cup of it.
Yeah, I just used my heart. I had this and then I poured, I think, half of it.
See, in that case, I just roughed chopped the garbanzos, so it became
Oh,
that
yeah.
creamy, and it still has a little texture. But I
Heck
just put
yeah.
a quarter cup. Look how creamy that is. Nice. I feel
Nice. How do you feel, or?
well. If in the religious cultures where they don't mix dairy and meat together,
Yeah, to keep kosher.
Um, like you could do a creamy chicken and it'll be a garbanzo bean cream sauce.
Oh yeah.
And so, um,
My brother keeps kosher, so he doesn't mix milk and meat. And I'm actually going to be adventurous because I have this cream cheese in my fridge that I want to use. So I think I'm going to throw it into the pot.
didn't you notice this was a vegan recipe?
Yeah, well,
I didn't
I'm
mention
turning
that,
it.
but yeah, I've got regular Parmesan myself.
Yeah, I saw it
But
said vegan parm.
I'm gonna taste it first and see if we even need Parmesan. Well, do you ever need Parmesan?
Uh, do you really have to ask that question? I think Parmesan is an absolute necessity.
It's like I would say garlic is, but all right. Let's see here. What's so now mine will take a little longer to cook because collard greens take longer than spinach. If you
Oh
were to
yeah,
do
you had
spinach, you
a
probably
fresh.
want to immediately take it off, otherwise the spinach just disappears.
It's fine. I want all the flavors to marry, so I am gonna bring it to a simmer.
Oh, maybe that's
And
why it's called marry. Marry me together.
uh,
And so I do not throw these stems away. This is I chop it up fine and this will go in my bag in the freezer for making veggie broth.
oh,
So this needed
nice.
veggie broth, but I was just like, do I want to make veggie broth? But if you look here, I use this vegetable condensed soup, which is tomato based, and then I didn't put the bits in. I just used the broth. So you can see once you pour the broth out, how much like texture is in it. It's mostly just broth, but it's just, I mean, um, water, potatoes, and so those are mostly potatoes I didn't put in, and then tomato puree. So it's basically a vegetable broth, tomato based. So I feel ingenious. I
Yes.
felt like, oh, I have to go buy tomato paste, and then I saw that in the food pantry, and I was like, no, that'll work.
Now I'm going to put a little shakshuka twist on this recipe.
Well, explain what shizuka, because that sounds like a little close to this Yiddish word for crazy.
Not Michigan.
I know.
You're Michigan. So shakshuka is like a Middle Eastern egg and tomato based dish where you basically create like it's not a soup, but like this. What is this? This is like a soupy thing. And then basically you crack some eggs.
Look at
Try
that.
not to get the shell. And
Oh,
then they
you're gonna
like,
add some eggs to the top of it?
yep.
There you go. Shook it up.
And
All
then
right.
they poach.
I think I'm
And
ready to
that's
taste mine already.
a way to add some protein. Oh, I got a double yolk. Are you yoking me?
So without the greens, I'm gonna taste it first.
And then I'm going to cover it for a little while. Let those eggs cook, and it's going to reduce. And then I think it'll be ready.
It might need a little more cream.
On
It
yours?
yeah, I don't know. The second bite's good.
You like it?
It's like,
It looks good.
ooh, yeah. All right, let me see if the Parmesan makes that big of a difference. Well, that bite, not really. Let's see. Because it's got so much bold taste. All right, the second bite, let's see. Yeah, you don't really, the Parmesan, you know how strong Parmesan flavor is. This has, um, I mean, it's got the red peppers, it's got the black pepper, it's got the sun-dried tomatoes. So that's like three different strong flavors. Um, it's got the umami of the tomatoes, double umami of the broth.
Yummy.
Now, all right. Okay. Okay. A little bit more. So you double proteined yours. You're putting eggs on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this would be.
I like a lot of protein.
This does have really bold flavors, like when they say, serve it with potatoes or rice, or with something bland,
Right.
or
Starchy.
probably pull back on the spices. Like give it just a little less spice, but but it also says like serve it over baked sweet potatoes. I'd like to try that. But, have you just tasted yours?
Not yet. The eggs are cooking.
I have a hard time unless if I don't like with induction, I can set a timer and then I can put the lid on it and walk away. Otherwise, I have a hard time like not nibbling on the pot while the eggs are.
Um, yeah.
I don't have the patience.
All right. I
But yeah,
think
the,
she's
the the
ready.
liquid is very creamy.
All right. Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want one more egg. Some parm. I have Parmesan Asiago Romano. So it's a combo.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what I've got. I think it looks tasty.
We eat first with the eyes, so. Mm-hmm. I hope the microphone can't catch me slurping and enjoying this too much.
Oh, I almost forgot the basil.
Oh, I bet that would. I just put some dried well, I guess dried Italian seasoning. So that had oregano and basil.
Oh,
But all right, I'm excited to hear. You know, the funny thing is, have we
what's
ever
the
like trying to think if I ever did a cooking show and then said, "Oh, that tastes horrible," because
You know what we should do the next time I'm off on a Sunday? And I'll let you know. Um, oh, actually, let me know what day in January you have open, and
I
I'll take
don't.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
February?
Um, first week is booked, but we can also do a special show on a different day, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I want to do like, can we do like worst rated recipes?
oh yeah, and see if we
Find
can.
a,
We make them like they made it, taste it, and then see if we can modify it to make it taste better.
yeah,
Oh, that's a good idea.
yeah, that would be fun.
You know how often I
Uh,
recently did that, or I made something that had too much salt in it. I was like, oh my goodness, like I can, add a bunch of try to add a bunch more stuff to it to try to reduce the
uh-huh.
salt. But it was also what was it? I added some a little sweet and a little dairy, and it was egg salad. So I made it too salty.
Oh,
I forget. I didn't even add salt, but it was something I added was too salty. One of the ingredients, probably the pickles, or I don't know, a little too much of something. Um, oh, it was this. It was an Asian. It was an Asian toasted sesame seed spice. So I made an Asian egg salad, and it had too much salt in it. So, all right. Um, I guess I'll show my final version here, and then you can show your final version. That's I grabbed a lot of greens because I really like greens.
yeah.
I don't know, especially in
Yeah, that's
winter,
good.
get the extra nutrition.
Yeah.
Yep. Um, so, but I forgot to get the cream, and I'm glad I did because just blending some beans with the water, it's pretty creamy.
Yep, yep.
And it's funny. I mean, like I put the two cans of water from the two cans of beans, and there's almost no water now. It's it's I guess cooked away, right?
Yeah.
But so
They call it reduced.
so um, I guess we're just waiting for you to taste yours, and then
Oh, it's been too hot.
okay,
All
you want
right.
to hold it up to the camera and we can see. Oh, now you mixed it all
Yeah.
together.
Oh, yeah. I mixed it all together. Um,
Like,
but I got the fresh basil leaves, some egg, and then I added some shredded cheddar cheese and cream cheese.
oh my God, you've elevated the marriage thing to bondage. That was just like you're
Yeah,
just like,
bonded to the toilet,
but
or it is really good.
all right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I like basically you put all the dried ingredients so you infuse the oil with flavor, and then by putting the beans in, if you put the
Mm,
beans in first, you can kind of slightly toast them so they're like super coated with that oil. So each
yeah.
bean has the little flavor, and then you add the rest of your liquid to it. Yeah, because I've had like a version of this of just their garbanzos toasted in like spices. It's just
Mm,
like you get olive oil and you get the beans and they're already cooked, and then you like toast them in spices, and so they're a little bit crunchy on the outside and then still soft on the inside. It's like a snack.
yeah.
Yep. And then they added sun-dried tomatoes and greens, and all right.
I do really wish that I had sun-dried tomatoes. I feel like maybe I think that would definitely elevate this.
Well, I
So
need to
I would
make a new
suggest,
batch. So I
yeah, I would
make my
say,
own spice. This is how much I've left, and it's a sun-dried tomato base spice. But what's
yeah,
really nice about it, because it's sun-dried tomato, I can put a spoonful of that in a cup of water, and it's instant soup.
yeah.
You know,
I would
but it
definitely say that if you make this recipe, don't skip the tomatoes. I think that that's missing.
or figure out another unami option, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Um, so all
All
right.
right.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for having
much,
me. I'll see you
and
later.
we'll try to come up with another one where we go to the food pantry and we make a gourmet meal,
Yep.
because there's lots and lots of food available. We just need to know how to assemble it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm.
as we say, feeding others is love. That
Yep. Yep.
includes yourself. If you're a giver, take care of yourself and you can take care of others.
Mm.
All right.
Bye.